Hope that you're having a wonderful day. My name is Robin. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. So, I am a natural healer and intuitive, so I'm here to read you guys some messages. If you would like me to pull you up a card, or if you have a question, it's completely up to you. I prefer questions today. That's kind of what I'm in the mood for. So I'm making natural candles as well. So if anyone would like a beeswax or a soy candle made specifically for you, I put essential oils, crystals in the soy ones. Otherwise, the beeswax ones are plain. So again, if you're hopping on, you'd like a message, let me know. I'm just shuffling up my cards. Already cleared my deck, setting the intention for the people watching. So let me know, please, if you would like to get a reading with me. They are 35 minutes for $75. Or if you would like a healing session with me, they are 1 hour and it's 111 for that. My sessions are through email, telephone, Zoom, or in person as well, so that's completely an option for you guys. I also have a free meditation and healing coming up with the new moon on April 11th. And as well, please subscribe to my YouTube channel where I'm doing lots of free stuff on there. I really appreciate you coming on. Hello! So if you guys would like a card, let me know. I have one pulled out. It must be for someone. And I'm doing a Reiki workshop, so if you're new to Reiki or you've been doing it for a long time, you're more than welcome to join. It's $40 from 12 until 1 Atlantic Standard Time on, again, April 11th. That's going to be a busy day for me. And then I have a level 2 Reiki coming up on the 24th and 25th. So reach out if you want to join. The level 2 is only $95 as I'm doing a recording so that I can sell the digital program. And on April 12th, the Reiki 1 will be available as a digital program as well, which is great. I have quite a few of those now. And so once my website is up and running, you'll be able to access those and read about them, etc. And that's supposed to happen this week, but it might happen next week. Angel of Transformation, Death. Okay. I'll have a general card, please, Nancy says. Okay, no problem. So you have the Death card, which is quite interesting because I know that you lost someone. And remember how we were saying right around 2, your friend happens to show you some signs or show me signs. Guess what time it is? 2 o'clock. So that's giving me some chills. So this is telling you not to be, and I love that there's roses spread out in the card. This is telling me that you really have nothing to really stress about because often when we lose, and this is a mindset as well, and it's a spiritual thought as well, but when we lose someone that we love, although it's really challenging, there's a lot of gifts that come from it. So for instance, when Colleen passed away, I decided to start making products. And I actually was, right before I came on here, I was called to buying more organic rose petals. And so that's exactly what I was doing before I came on here. And here are the rose petals. And some of that stuff gets costly. And I'm thinking, oh, is this crazy of me to be spending all this money? But this is for you about trusting, like that you're being guided and that she's now more of like the angel of death is what's coming up, is like helping you clear energy and release stress and things, which is absolutely beautiful, especially where we have that new moon coming up. Highly recommend if you can join the workshop because it's right around the new moon, so it'll be helpful for questions and answers and guidance for your own gifts and talents as well. But just getting the healing in the live event as well will be very helpful. Okay, because she's always coming through for you with other people, right? Because if we can't channel ourselves, which you can, but then she's gonna show you through me, because I kept getting the urge to come on here, and I'm like, okay, I can hear people want me to come online, so I guess I have to, even though it's not necessarily convenient, right? The logical brain when we're busy. So I would love a card as well. Please, I'm sorry, I can't think of a question. You don't need to have a question. Absolutely not. So you have the Four of Pentacles. Money is coming up right away. So not surprised that that's coming up, because this is like, for you, Valerie, you would really benefit, I feel like, from my attraction program. So that is, it's $199, but you get access to all the videos and all the theta healing downloads and all the conversations that we have. And what you can do is say yes to all the downloads and really connect to the words that are being said and things like that. And then there's no pressure. You can just kind of listen to it at nighttime or maybe in the morning to get motivation. But that's all about like coming into that space of bringing energy in that you want in your life. And so again, with new moon energy, this makes sense because the 4 is telling us that we're actually holding back a bit. We might have some fear around feeling restricted or even restricting ourselves a bit. And this is telling you to kind of just like open up your own angel wings a tiny bit more and trust that by the more the more spirituality and money you can connect as a togetherness, the better it is. So keep doing kind of the spiritual work. As I was saying, you might want to buy that program, because the more we get on board with releasing, the easier the new beginnings will come in. So that whole program is just about releasing things that are blocking you from attracting, the financial gain that you want, etc. So motivation is really key with this card, okay? So it's telling you don't need to like have any fear or worry, okay? That's actually a really positive card, even if it seems like it's not. Hope that makes sense. And again, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming on here. Very much appreciated. I'll take a card, Jeanette says. All right, getting a little bit of heaviness here. So pages are very youthful energy. We have the friendship card. And it's talking about your heart is very young. So no matter what age you are, just remind yourself that it's very much about your heart health over anything. And the fact that you love yourself and you love other people, that's kind of what keeps your stamina up. The more you can just connect to others and especially like-minded people, the better you're going to feel. That's why I was suggesting, join the workshop. It's not really about the learning what we say we're learning. There's always so much more to that. So for instance, the income program, I'm now selling my income program that, it was $888 for the program. I'm selling that for $250. And that a lot of that is, even though it's called income, and it's really more about all the blocks that we have that stop us from pursuing the things that we really want to be doing and living the life that we want to be living. So again, that's another great opportunity. More Jeanette, that feels connected to you. So yeah. So this is saying that there's a lot of joy that comes from almost like healing other people, putting time and energy into others. So keeping that in mind, that seems to be our theme. That was actually our April monthly theme about putting forward and the feeling that we get from putting forward, okay? So this is a perfect reminder for me to like get out of my own self sometimes, right? Beautiful card, thank you. You're welcome, Nancy. Hope all is well. Yes, it does. Thank you. You're welcome, Valerie. Could I have a card, please? Yes. Okay. So nobody really has any questions today. Stephen, 10 of Wands, burdens. Okay, my eyes are hurting right away. So that tells me that you are probably working on your throat chakra a bit. And so throat chakra is learning to speak your truth and your honesty and being as pure as you possibly can. Being a pure vessel and a pure channel, which is exactly what we were just talking about. Doing our best to get out of ourselves and get involved in things that really, really matter, that are like so much more important than the things that we think are important. So this is telling me that there's something that's weighing you down, some form of heaviness, and you literally have to get it off your chest. So speaking about how you feel, talking to friends, maybe having a healing session with me where I can take the burden away from you instead of you maybe feeling like you need to carry that around. I do feel like males tend to carry things around with them and think that they can just like handle it all instead of just receiving. So although a lot of women struggle with receiving, men definitely struggle with receiving as well. They tend to be the ones who want to actually really take care of, the family and things like that. So remind yourself that there's an outlet for you, but you have to remind yourself that it's actually healthy to release things. And again, release the burdens, right? Shed the skin, shed the tears. Ask the deeper questions. Maybe that if you're questioning somebody's authenticity, that word, straight up, just ask them. Get your answers. It's important. Okay. All right, Lisa, you have the Fool. Okay, the Fool is a really beautiful card. Actually, I like this, especially coming into the new energy. And actually, we're like tomorrow. We're going to be very much in that really strong energy. I'm actually feeling it already. It kind of feels like a full moon, where you can feel all these people like bringing all these things up to the surface. So what's coming up for you is it feels like you have a lot of talents and a lot of gifts. And so this is saying that just keep pursuing your talents and gifts. It feels like you're going through healthy changes. There might be some things around hormones that are coming up, but I almost feel like don't stress or worry about hormonal energy. Just see that as a form of like even forgiveness work towards yourself. If you feel like sometimes I'm not in a good mood, sometimes I'm tired, that's part of being real. And that's actually feels like you're coming into this place where you just want to be your true authentic self. And it feels like you are, which is great. But it's like, I'm not going back to old ways or old habits. And I love that. So it feels like it's not stubborn energy. It feels like it's just strength. And it feels really good for discipline too. It feels like you're on the right track, which is great. I love seeing that. Hi, Myra, if I'm saying that correctly. Myra Mancy here. Chances of reconciliation with husband, thank you. Okay, well, you have 7 of Wands, so there's definitely change coming in. There's some work to be done, for sure. But this is saying it's your approach. But it feels like you have to be really grounded when you deal with things, when you handle things. And so if you're coming in with heat, if you're coming in with frustration, those are things that you want to work on right now, is clearing the energy around like if you have like need an attitude adjustment or something like that, because when people do things to us, we don't want to hold that against them. It's from the past, right? So it's about you working on you. So what's coming up is the outcome is going to depend on how you handle your own energy, your own self, your own problems, your own issues. It actually doesn't feel like it's about the issues that you guys have as much as it is. Look at it as when I heal myself and I work on myself, that person's going to grow as well, whether it's with me or with somebody else. Because we want good things to come from, even if things don't work out, we want to see good things happen to people, right? We don't wish ill on anybody. So it does feel like there's some things that you still need to work on within yourself. And I do sense that there might be some work that needs to be done on your end, okay? So if you want to connect to me to do some of that work, we can. It might be you want to try 35 minutes together, but I would recommend that because it feels like there's a lot going on there, okay? Steven says true, thank you. You're welcome. I would love a card, please. Kathy, all right. I'm getting a little bit of tension, okay? 4 of Cups, indifference, makes sense. We have so much going on right now. It's a little bit of a dull day, but the weather's been really nice. I've been getting out and finally like getting into spring vibes, summer vibes. Yesterday I went to the beach. And so that's kind of what's coming up is to get out of your own head, to get out of your own way, that sort of thing. Self-esteem is coming up right away. Because whenever we feel a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions, being an empath yourself, this is saying that there's too much emotion going on. And as a result, we have to get out of the emotional energy and get back into doing other things that are, maybe it's serving a purpose, fulfilling that potential, honoring your gifts, things like that. So I would say that you have a lot of abundance coming in, but you have to believe that and you have to feel that. So there's a little bit of stuff going on mentally there that you might want to shift. Okay, so that might be, again, a little 35-minute session with me where we can shift some of that energy for you, almost like a quick fix to get you back on track. And if you don't do that, definitely join the new moon healing that I'll be offering, but it feels like for you more personal, okay? Lots of beautiful angelic energy supporting you, so whatever you choose to do, you're supported in that, but just remind yourself that this emotional energy that you're feeling, this baggage that's coming up for you right now is coming up because it wants to be gone. not so you can self-punish or self-harm or suffer, because you're not meant to. And that's where a lot of people get a little funky, where they might feel like they need to suffer more than what they actually need to. We're not really here to experience all that heartache and so I was saying some tension in your physical body. So if you're local, you could get some body work done with me. I just opened up for facial reflexology, Indian head massage, and body reflexology as well. I know there's somebody coming on here and messaging weird things. So if you see that, just we don't respond to that. Am I on the right path? Lisa says, I feel like, why do I feel like I just did a Lisa? Maybe it's a different Lisa. Let's go back and see. 100% nailed it. Okay. Perfect. She's saying thank you. Myra connects to that. I would love a card, please. Thank you. No problem. Okay. Feeling a lot of emotional energy right now because you feel like such a strong empath and you hear so much about other people. And by the way, I love your videos. I've been popping on to yours, really drawn to your energy. We were in the same program together. So you have Ace of Swords. And so this is talking about, like, you're such a nurturer. And so this is saying that even if you feel like sometimes there's some hardship or pain that's coming in, because again, in this new moon, it's all coming up so we can reveal it and notice it. And this is deep stuff. This is really, really old. It's all coming up so we can kind of feel like bless it and like release it and say thank you and that sort of thing. And I know you know this already, but that's what's come, and it's giving me chills too. It's saying that if you actually look up the Ace of Swords, what the card reads is that for good, like good and ill, right? So for sickness and health. So it's kind of telling me there might be a relationship of some sort that you might be experiencing right now, whether that's an old relationship that's coming up to the surface or one that you're attracting right now, but it's saying that it's not going to be perfect, or it isn't perfect, but you know that there's good things that are coming from, you know, whether it's an argument or conflict or discomfort. So this is talking about you really embracing getting out of your comfort zone and staying really stimulated. So as long as you're happy and you're learning and you're reminding yourself of that, this is saying really great things are coming your way, which I absolutely love. I love it when I get positive people on here, you know, that are more in my energy, because I feel like I've been attracting that as well. And it feels great. So the new moon, Lisa says, yes, release. I would love a card. Debbie says, no, you did mine already. Okay, yeah, got that. Thank you. And it's so funny because we have one card left, and I pre-pulled these. And so right away, I'm getting a lot of throat and heart. So Debbie, this is telling me that you're giving a lot, and it's working for you. Giving is coming back to you, but it's also like you don't need to overdo anything because things are already kind of like completed in a spiritual way, meaning you don't have to stress, you don't have to worry, like don't complicate things if they're not already complicated. Sometimes we push so hard to fix things because we want to work on ourselves, when sometimes it's like there's nothing even to work on right now. It's just like, just enjoy the ride, enjoy the experience, enjoy the people, because you have really beautiful people around you, and that's making my heart kind of like melt. So you should feel really positive in an emotional way that things are really working out for you. So going back into stimulation, as we were already discussing, it feels like, again, just don't over stimulate yourself, right? Take some time for you and enjoy. Again, just enjoy. There's so much peace and beautiful energy around you. Ooh, that makes me so happy. So you're welcome, Nicole. She's saying thank you, and it connects. Wonderful. Okay, I feel like I've accomplished what I needed to, and I'm happy that I'm able to promote some of those digital programs that I have, because I do create them to help you guys. So the fact that people are able to enjoy them on their TVs and in their own like space, with where they don't feel like they have to do anything, they get to choose it. That makes me so happy, because that's kind of how I function and roll too. So have an awesome day, guys. You're welcome. Take care. I'm going to see some of you guys and meet some of you guys soon, I'm sure. So bye for now.